we will discuss some questions in Cambridge lower secondary checkpoint. You will see a formula consists of two variables, x and y, and you need to change the subject of the formula to x. When you're dealing with a formula, you will deal with an input and output. If you look on the formula on the screen, then you know that the x will be the input, and then after that the y would be the output. Now, so how to process the input so you will get the output? Then you will make a diagram. Yeah, the x, I have the x, and then what is the thing that we will do to the x? We will times it by 3. After we times it by 3, then what? You divide it by 5. And then after that, what? Minus it by 7. And then after you minus it by 7, then you will get the output. So for the x, you need to process it in order, times it by 3, divide it by 5, and then minus it by 7. If I'm not mistaken, the name of this diagram is the function machine, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now, if we want to make the x become the subject, then we need to make what? Well, then the x, it should be an output, and then the y should be the input. Well, if this one is the input and this one is the output, then we will reverse the operation. How to reverse the operation? You do the process, yeah, the operators thingy, the mathematical operation from the right to the left, and then every time you reach one process, you inverse the operator. So look here, y, and then I have minus 7. What is the inverse operation of minus? Plus, right? So I will write it y plus 7. Look here, this one, you move it to the left, become y plus 7 is equal to 3x over 5. Correct? And then after that, the next one is divided by 5. What is the inverse operation of division? Multiplication, right? So after you add it by 7, then all of them should be multiplied by 5, right? So I will say, oh, 5 being multiplied by y plus 7 is equal to 3x. And then what is the next one? Oh, this one, times it by 3. What is the inverse operation of times by 3? Divided by 3. Then it will be what? The result of this, I will divide it by 3, correct? So 5 in bracket y plus 7 divided by 3, that one become the output x. Usually the subject will be on the left, so I will change the position. X is equal, there is a bracket. If you want to expand it, is fine. So 5 with the y is 5y, and then 5 with 7, it will be 35 over 3. Or you can also write this one as the answer. The other example, I have y 2x plus 1 over 3. The function machine, okay? The input is x. What will you do first? Times by 2. And then after that, plus it with 1. And then after that, divide it by 3. And then after that, you will get the y. Change the subject of the formula to x. Then the x become the output. The input will be the y. What? Inverse operation. Then look, what should you do with the y first? This one. What is the opposite of the division? Times, right? So it will be 3y is equal to 2x plus 1. After that, I have plus 1. What is the inverse of plus? Minus. So after I multiply the y by 3, I will minus it by 1. And then what do you see next? The last process, times it by 2. What is the opposite of that one? Divided by 2. Which one being divided by 2? This one. After I multiply by 3, minus it by 1, and then I will divide it by 2. So it will be 3y minus 1 divided by 2. It becomes what? The output. Usually, the subject will be on the left. So x is equal to 3y minus 1 over 2. Okay, now for the exercise you can do this one. Y is equal to 2x minus 3 over 7, and then after that you can also try to do this. Y is equal to 8 plus 2x over 5. Exercise. Okay, the next one. Expand and simplify. If you have like 3x in bracket 2x plus 5, then and then after that I will add by 10. Then expand means you remove the bracket. This one, okay, will be multiplied with the member inside the bracket. So 3x times 2x become what? 6x squared. And then 3x times plus 5, it will be plus 15x. And then after that I have this, and then plus 10. Done. This one is only expanding. Actually, there is no simplifying expression here. Okay. The next one, let's say I have 2x plus 7, x minus 4, and then plus x plus 5. Let's say like that. Yeah. Now, again, this will be multiplied to this, and then after that this one will be multiplied to the same thing. So I will write it down. 2x minus 4 plus 7 x minus 4, and then plus x plus 5. Expand to remove the bracket. So this one with this, it will be 2x squared. With this one become minus 8x, and then this one you times it with this one become plus 7x, and then 7 you times it by minus 4, it become minus 28. and then plus this one times it with this one become x squared, and this one times this one become 5x. Group the similar terms, this one with this one having x squared, so 2x squared plus x squared, and then after that similar terms, this one minus 8x plus 7x, and then this one plus 5x, and then minus 28. And then after that you simplify it, this one become 3x squared, and then negative 8x plus 7x negative x, and then plus 5x become plus 4x, and then minus 28. There you are. Yeah. For the exercise, I can give you this one. X minus 4 in bracket, 2x minus 5, and then plus 5x, x plus 4. That's the exercise. Okay. The last one, I think I will talk about this one. Simplify this expression. 9x to the power of 3 plus 6x to the power of 2y over 3x, like this one. Yeah. How to simplify this one? You cut it into smaller things, I will say. Yeah, smaller things or what there. But somehow you make this one become a different format, so it will give you an idea how to deal with it. If you have this kind of format, actually this one dealing with the addition of fraction, and then its fraction, no, both fraction have the same denominator. So I can write it like this one, 9x to the power of 3 over 3x, and then plus 6x to the power of 2y, and then divided by 3x. Is it correct? So actually the question telling you about the addition of two fractions, and the denominator of both fractions is the same. And by looking the question this way, then you might get an idea how to solve the problem. Look, the first fraction means like 9, you times it by x to the power of 3 over 3 times x, right? And then the next one, what does it mean? You have 6 times it by x to the power of 2 times it by y over 3 times x. Then I can do like this one, right? What what is the result of that one? 9 divided by 3 is 3. Times it by x to the power of 3 over x. You still remember indices involving division, you just need to minus the index. The top one minus with the bottom one. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So this one would be x to the power of 2. Like that, right? And then plus. Okay, we can do something with this one. 6 divided by 3. They are similar terms. Both of them are constant. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, right? And then this one are similars. X to the power of 2 divided by x become what? X, a single x meaning x to the power of 1. So 2 minus 1 become 1, right? So this one times x, and then the remaining one is times y. Can you simplify this one? Yes, of course. It will be what? 3x to the power of 2 plus 2xy. Yeah. For the exercise, I will give you this one. 12 x to the power of 5, y to the power of 2, and then in here I will say 6 x to the power of 3. This one, and then maybe the next one will be what? 3x to the power of 4 plus x to the power of 6 over x to the power of 3. Before I end the video, I will show you the answer of all exercises in this video. If you don't want to see the answer, just stop the video first, and then when you're done on doing the exercise, then when you're done with the exercise, you can play again the video. This is the answer for the simplifying the indices questions, and this one would be for the expand and simplify. Also, the last one, it would be about changing the subject of the formula. Thank you and bye.